if you ever had a son,
Yeah.
how would you raise him so he doesn't become a simp mangina?
Right when he's like 2 years old, he's gonna start talking to girls. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure
Comes out of the pussy and gets right back into pussy.
Actually, honestly, yeah, right out the once we cut the umbilical cord, he's going straight to getting pussy. All right.
But yo, I wanted to ask you so much more advice because you have a PhD in pussy.
Exactly. I've studied for years. I am a professor now of pussy, a doctorate. I have my doctorate in pussy. Yeah.
I want to say, like, when did you become... You're extremely cold in ways where you're like bang a girl and then you'll pass it to the bros. When did this come through?
Over the years, you kind of become more savage, all right? Things harden you and you endure shit. You get fucked over by a lot of girls. You actually get girls that use you for cock and then discard you like you're a fucking used tissue. So over the years, I'm just like, you know what? Sex is a game. Love is a game. You can't take it seriously. It's all a game, you know? So have fun and do what you want. Because at the end of the day, you're not marrying these girls. You don't have to wife them up. You don't owe them anything. So just have fun. Make them come. You have a good time. And then after that, you don't really have to see them again if you don't want to. Just chase more pussy. There's an endless amount. Look where we are. There's so much pussy here. Why would you just stick with one and keep one when you can have a variety? It's like a fucking ice cream store and you can have any flavor you want.
I see what you're saying.
It sounds kind of fucked up and savage. I don't see people as like, you know, usable and discardable. But sex is fun. She had fun. We had a good time. You know, keep it on a high note. Leave like that. We both had fun. That's it. We don't have to see where this goes. Live your life. Have more dick. I'll have more pussy. Let's have fun. Exactly.
What's the coldest advice you could give to someone? Because I understand, like it's a weird dynamic. Whenever a guy is cold,
yeah,
so much girls want him. That's a weird dynamic. What's the coldest advice you can give?
Well, it's because people want what they can't have. You know, they want something that's a challenge and unpredictable and mysterious. So the only way you can maintain that is if you have, you know, very brief moments with a girl. Like if you're spending months with a chick and she gets to know you and you guys get closer, the mystery's gone. You know, the sex appeal and like, oh, he's such a bad boy, I don't know what's gonna happen next. That's gone. It fades over time. You get complacent, you get used to the same thing, and you get bored. All right, so you have to keep your interactions brief. I suggest, in my personal opinion, in my experience, have a lot of one-night stands. And like, that's my life. I have no intention to wife anybody up, no marriage. I just keep the fun going, keep the good times going. All right, and that's what she loves. That's what a girl wants. She wants to have a seducer, a mysterious man who just comes, fucks her, gives her the best time of her life, and then disappears. You know, so like, yeah, people want what they can't have. All right, so when you commit, they have you. It's done. The game's done. As long as you continue to be the guy she can't have, she's struggling to keep, you know? She's scared she's gonna lose. As long as you maintain that, she'll always be attracted to you. When you lose that, she's not attracted to you anymore. So be a savage and don't be so emotional. Don't be so clingy. Don't take things so personally. Again, it's a game, all right? Have fun, have a lot of sex, and do your thing. And don't apologize for it. All right, be a savage and fuck what anyone thinks. Do whatever you want.
I see what you're saying. I see exactly what you're saying. And it's weird the fact that, don't you find it weird whenever girls, they think that you chase them? Don't you find that weird?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they kind of, it's expected almost in society.
You know what's weird about it?
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, I'm always on my purpose, you know, you're not even...
Oh, and they expect you to chase them? Like, they're trying to get you to chase them? Yeah, honestly, like, they fucking play these weird mind games and stuff, and they're trying to, like, manipulate you to chase. You know, like, they'll purposely be dry on text and shit, so that you're like, oh, no, hit me up more.
It's never gonna happen.
Exactly.
I'd rather get this fucking guap.
And when you genuinely don't care, you'll notice she chases the fuck out of you. She's like, what? Why isn't he chasing me? I want him to chase me. And then she starts chasing you. And you notice she texts more than you do. She wants you more than you want her. Okay? And that's the way it should be. You maintain that dynamic. The moment you want it more than she does, you're fucked. It's done. You know, she's gonna lose traction. She'll be like, this guy's boring. I want the other mysterious guy, the other fuck boy. It's kind of messed up, you know? I'll hear girls say, I hate fuckboys, I never want to see a fuckboy again, I want to get married, I want to have a good guy. And then they just, every weekend, just fuck a new fuckboy. Like, they don't understand that they're being a hypocrite and they're contradicting themselves. They don't have the awareness.
what do you do when a girl wants you to chase them? Me personally, I just leave because I rather get this paper.
Yeah, honestly, I don't give a fuck. I discard her. Like, I won't put up with bullshit. And if you're fucking up my life or making me emotional or trying to interfere with my grind and hustle to be a fucking millionaire, then you're not worth my time. You know, if you're low consciousness and you're dragging me down with you and fucking putting that on me, that's fucking up my productivity, my life, and my emotional state. And that's not worth it, man. There's so many other girls. You can just, next. Tinder, swipe, next.
It's definitely not worth it. Yo, me personally, it's like, you know how much benefits you get from fucking creating this nice lifestyle? Like,
exactly. It's more worth it than just a single pussy, you know? Like, a little warm hole to come inside is more important than millions of dollars? Of course not. Like, it sounds fucked up, but you almost gotta treat these girls as like a commodity. They come and go, just like the TTC buses. There's always a next one. There's always a next one. There's nothing special necessarily. That sounds fucked up and harsh, but it's kind of true, and a lot of girls see men that way.
It's most definitely true because of the fact that, let's say you have a nice place, fucking shit going on for you.
Exactly.
You know how much, instead of you chasing them, you know how much girls start chasing you?
Yeah, exactly. When you're a high value man that stands out from everybody else, you got all this money, all this value, you know, all this status, they're gonna start fucking chasing you. That, like, you're only as good as what you can provide as a man. That's it. Like, she doesn't have sentimental attachment to you, an emotional attachment. History with her means nothing. As long as you can keep providing something for her, then you're valuable. If you can't do that anymore, bye. That's how girls operate.
What advice, because a lot of these guys, they want this advice. I want to know your perspective. What advice do you have to get girls to chase you?
Again, like, being high value, on your purpose, not giving a fuck. It's kind of hard because you got to get rid of that one-nightist mentality. Like, this one's special. Oh my God, she's so unique. Oh, she's into art. You know, she's artistic. She's creative. Like, no, there's a million like her. Once you start cementing that mentality into your brain and really believing it, and the only way you're going to realize that is if you meet a lot of girls and you're like, oh, a lot of them are kind of the same. You know, almost like copy and paste, like almost like NPC characters in a video game where it's like they're all the fucking same. Like, that sounds harsh, but like, she's not as unique as you think she is. It's your brain lying to you because you think you're in love, and it's like hormones fucking up your brain. All right, realize that. So getting them to chase, fuck a lot of girls. All right, show that. Don't put in her face, but show that you're a man that gets a lot of girls and you have a lot of options. And if she acts up, there's somebody better that will come over right away, and you know, she could just fuck off.
So I see what you're saying. It's like abundance mentality you have.
Yeah, and girls are competitive. So if they see you have other girls that are even hotter than her, she's gonna go fucking crazy and try to get your validation and desperately crave it. Like, she needs it. Like, no, I need to win him back. I'm better than that fucking bitch. And again, having a lot of girls in your life will make you have more girls. The rich get richer, all right? Girls will chase you when they see you have a girl. When I had a girlfriend and I used to go clubbing and shit and go out, girls would purposely try to flirt with me and try to get my attention because it's like a competition. Like, I'm gonna steal him from that bitch. Fuck her. I'm better than her. It's fucked up, but like, it's like human nature.
So basically you're saying there is no the one.
No, I think that's stupid. Like, there's no, like, you know, destiny brought us together and this one's meant to be. You're my soulmate. You're the one I've been looking for all my life. Like, that's fucking bullshit. That's Disney, all right? That's movies lying to you and brainwashing you. There's no the one. There's somebody else just as compatible with you as her, if not better. And the truth is, the hard truth is, there's probably someone more compatible with you out there. But because you settle with this girl, you'll never find her. There's someone better for you, but you're settling with this one and you'll never find her because you're not searching and you're fucking settling and comfortable and complacent. That's the truth.
That's 100% truth. I agree with you because of the fact that there's a billion people in this fucking earth.
Exactly. There's, I think, like 9 billion people. That's the population. There's 3 million people in Toronto. You figure, okay, maybe half of that is women, half of that is men. All right. And then of that, that's like, what, 1.5 million? I don't know. How many are like 18 to fucking, I don't know, 30 plus? Like, a lot. Okay. Hundreds of thousands of girls that you can fuck and meet, and you probably get along with at least 1,000 of them. Probably way more. So you put it into perspective and get those numbers, you realize she's not special, man. She's easily replaceable.
I agree with you, and I want to know Cause there's a lot of noise here. I wanna know, you mind if we go grab a pizza somewhere? I'll continue somewhere there.
I'm fucking down.
Yeah, let's go grab a pizza next scene.
Pizza and hose.
And we're back here. We just ordered a couple of pizza, man. I want to ask you, what do you think 3 things are that women want in a man?
3 things that women want in men.
From your own point of view, what's 3 things that you think women want in a man?
Oh, like if they're gonna settle down with them, you mean like choose them as their like main man boyfriend, or just like fuck buddy even?
Well, you can answer for both, for both sides of the story.
Well, definitely, looks are important. Okay, a lot of people undersell that, but looks is like what gets you in the door. Okay, looks is what makes them take you seriously, so they won't pay attention to what you have to say. They won't give you the time of day if you're not at least their bare minimum attractive. Okay, so as long as you look average, at least, ideally above average, then that's like the first step. Okay, then you don't want to be too invested. All right, you almost want to be wishy-washy. In some ways, you almost want to play mind games. You want to keep her guessing if you're ever gonna leave, or if you actually like her. All right, even after you smashed, you kind of have to keep her wondering, like, is he gonna find somebody better? You know, does he like me? What does he think about me? Is he thinking about me? You know, while he goes to bed at night, and like, keep her guessing and be unpredictable. All right, unpredictable is like so important. The moment you're predictable and you're the same, and things are very, very steady and comfortable, it gets boring and she leaves. All right, she's always got to wonder, oh, what comes next? What comes next? Oh, excitement. So yeah, I guess the last one would be excitement, actually. All right, keep things exciting. All right, show
unpredictability. What else you say?
So looks, keep her guessing. So unpredictable, and then also excitement. You want to be a bit of a bad boy, okay? You don't want to be too nice and too put together and too proper and like, you know. You want to kind of be edgy. Like you want to fucking like swear, say fuck, shit, whatever. Like be able to, you know, talk in every environment and just be like full of life, essentially. So exciting. You want to stand out from the average guy, because the average guy is really like monotone and boring and like predictable and the same. You know, you go to the grocery store, the fucking cashier lady, they're just boring. Like people are used to boring. Women are used to boring in their everyday life. You want to be like a movie. Like you fucking stand out. Like, oh my God, what is this? This is so exciting. Oh, this is different. I'm not used to this. And if you can be exciting, then she's gonna be intrigued. Every woman you want will be intrigued. People will gravitate towards you. Like, this guy's unique. He's not like the others. The way he talks, his tonality, the way he carries himself. He's just so like expressive, and like his facial expression and like, you know, fucking hand movements and shit. So full of life, exciting, unpredictable, right? And looks. Those are probably the top 3. There's a lot more, but those are the top 3 that come to mind, and they're fucking vital. You can't do without them. But yeah.
Well, so I would have thought you would put a high value male in there with like status. You didn't even mention that. How come?
Status is important, but there are those guys that have the 3 that I mentioned that are very successful having one night stands. So status is great, and status fucking makes things grow exponentially in terms of your ability to get pussy. But even if you're not a high status guy, you can still have a pretty consistent sex life. Okay? But yeah, obviously status and social circle is like even more important. If you said the top 4, I'd probably include status as well. But yeah, status is key. You want to be a guy who has access to things. You know, if you have like a penthouse, nice cars, and like a huge social circle, and you host Hollywood parties, and you're like the center of attention. All right, that's status right there. If you have access to all the nicest clubs and you skip the line, you know, and you get free drinks all night for your girls, and you got a booth, status. Now, status varies in different environments. Sometimes you have status in one environment, like let's say you're a big time promoter, but then you go into another environment and you're nobody. So ideally, you know, you want to be rich, you want to have your shit together, have a lot of money, have a huge social circle, cultivate that, and then you have status. And she wants to be part of your life. She's like, this guy's cool, I need him in my life. I need to be part of his social circle. I need to meet the people that he knows. He has connections. I need him. Like, you know, I can't do without him. And then, you know, that's essentially where status fits in. Yeah, definitely status is super fucking important. But not easy to cultivate. The top 3 that I mentioned are a lot easier. Status takes time.
if I was to give a guy advice on to get girls, I would tell them you gotta not focus on getting girls and focus on getting paper, because when you get your life together, you become this guy who's just exuding charisma, exuding fucking boss. You walking in like you own the place. I think like you have all those qualities that you're talking about, excitement, whatever you mentioned, you have that and 1,000 more if you just focus on yourself and the road.
Yeah.
I think all focused warriors should focus on the road.
Yeah, that should be the priority, the first thing you focus on, because once you get all that shit handled, the amount of like women you have access to is insane. The pool is huge, it's giant, it's basically worldwide. You know, if you have status and freedom to fucking go wherever you want because you're wealthy and you have all this time on your hands, every day you can do whatever the fuck you want. It's so easy to just have access to any chick you want in any country. So definitely status multiplies everything times 1,000. But if you have the top 3 that I mentioned, you can still be like a slayer, but you're kind of a nobody, you know? You're kind of like basically a loser. You can still get away with one night stands, but you won't be able to keep a chick. You know, you won't be able to retain anybody. Nobody will find you interesting. All that you're worth is basically that one night stand, and that's it, and then they leave. So you can do that, but ideally you want status first, okay? Most important, get that handled, and then you have all the time in the world to be a fucking slayer in terms of game, and cultivate your charisma and your excitement and boost your looks, and then, you know, be unpredictable and become that man and grow into that.
Yeah, because I just wanted people to know that, because yeah, you can fucking whatever you said, this, that, and the other, but that's just like it's not like they're internalizing it. But when you fucking get your life together by getting the fucking house that you want, getting the car that you've been desiring because you've been focused on the road and your papers stacking.
Exactly.
That's a different level of game. That's like you don't even have games. You just
It's like magic. It's like instant game without even trying.
Yeah, you know? So I just wanted people to know that, because like this last one reached a good number of people. I just want people to help them out in a way too.
Yeah, and a lot of guys need it. Like, especially nowadays, there's so many fucking simps who lack status, they're a nobody, and they desperately want hot girls. They want to live the life of their dreams. Okay? So, fuck, I was gonna say something about status. Okay, so essentially, yeah, you should forget everything about girls. Like, do it in your free time, but your priority is your purpose, getting fucking rich, all right? Because these big shot clubs like Lavelle, let's say, in Toronto, like these big time clubs, they won't even look at you unless you're somebody, all right? The girls won't even look at you unless you're somebody, you know, unless you got the booth, unless you're wearing the nice clothes, and you got the nice car that you roll up in front of the club with. Like, that's how you fucking slay there. That's how you meet the promoters and people want to get to know you, and the club loves you and you get in free every single time. That's status right there. If you don't have that, these chicks don't pay attention to you. They'll go to the guys with status and they'll walk past you and not even look at you. You're like a nobody.
You want to finish your pizza? Finish it. I'm going to ask you some more questions outside, my friend, because I was just really hungry.
Let's fucking do it.
I have a couple of questions for you, me and my boy Nick.
Okay, so the first question is, Tinder, yay or nay? And what's like your experience with Tinder?
Personally, nay. Tinder, fuck that. Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, go fuck that.
Literally anything.
I mean it. I think it's a waste of time. If you're looking for like just to meet a lot of people, then do it.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for someone, not saying it's not possible, but I feel like I'd rather meet someone in person.
Like the love of your life on Tinder?
Nah, if you're actually looking for something, I'm not saying it's not possible.
Some side things.
Yeah. If you're looking for things, then for sure.
Side things.
Yeah, go for it.
Where them cat teas at?
Oh, God.
I was telling Nick earlier, he was telling me this whole Disney shit doesn't exist. Do you believe in that whole fairy tale love story shit?
Like soulmate
that Disney tries to sell to us.
It's not
realistic. I think that people think that soulmate. Unfortunately, it's funny that you asked me it that way. We think soulmate has something to do with Disney, as in it's a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Real relationships aren't fairy tales. There's trials and there's tribulations. There's shit to get through to get where you want to be. So, do I believe in soulmates? Yes, I believe that there's someone that matches you, your energy, and you guys build each other. Example, and I know I don't know if a lot of people agree with this, but Nipsey Hussle and Lauren Lauren London.
Okay.
Or I believe in that.
Lauren London, right? I don't
Yeah.
know why I always.
He died
I don't know why. Yeah, he did. Rest in peace. And the marathon continues. But like them two,
Yeah.
the way and how smart he is, you can see they build each other.
Like ride or die.
Not fuck ride or die.
Yeah.
They build each other.
Uh-huh.
They don't judge each other.
Yeah, and you're in it for the long
Once
run.
you and then for the marathon, exactly.
And
You know
when
what
shit
I
gets
mean?
hard, you like stick around and work on it. You're not like,
Yeah,
okay, I'm
depending
done.
obviously if it's not a toxic situation, but they don't seem like toxic people. So you know.
And have you met your soulmate, or are you currently like single, playing the field?
I'm not single. I am dating someone. I've been with them for 2 years. I've known them for 10 years.
Okay, so you don't cheat, eh?
I don't.
Fuck. Okay.
Okay, that's a lie.
I'm just
I
kidding.
have before. This relationship was the first. I'll be very honest, because I
Okay.
I feel like my ex watches a lot of YouTube too. So low key, he might just see this. So what's up?
Okay. Probably not, but
Highly doubt it. Who knows? But who cares?
I like how you mentioned Lauren London and how they build each other, so it's like an empire partner in crime type thing you're talking about.
Yeah. Just in general, in all aspects, not even just money,
Yeah.
in all aspects of life, spirituality, physical, well-being,
raise them all.
mental, spiritual, like learning. They like to read, you know what I mean?
level of consciousness is
For
high.
sure, exactly. They vibrate
Some
higher, and so
bullshit.
they help each other vibrate higher. That's what I like.
Yeah.
That's
You know
what a
about
soulmate is.
vibration, that's
Of
awesome.
course, yes, of course.
I also got this, I'm selling at KeyEpic.ca. I can customize it for you, put in any 2 words y'all want. This is Tachyon.
It protects you from 5
Prevents you from 5
anti-radiation, 5 protection you from EMFs. That way you can keep your vibration up, and when you keep your vibration up, you actually manifest things into your life quicker. Go to our website KeyEpic.ca so that way you can learn more about this Tachyon KeyEpic anti-radiation pendant. I recommend everybody have theirs. I'm gonna wear mine my whole life, man.
I ask you, we were interviewing some girls, they said they don't believe in that Disney fairy tale either, because all relations comes with fucking hurt and this and that. It's not fairy tale.
Yeah.
But they said if a guy actually raises their vibration and you can build an empire with each other like Lauren London and Nipsey Hussle did, she said,
Yeah.
that's something different. Do you believe in that?
Yeah, honestly, I think a lot of girls, they aren't in it for the long run, okay? So there's this thing called cuffing season, which is happening soon, where girls just right away try to get a boyfriend, okay? And I think that's fucking stupid, because they like temporarily use their boyfriend for the winter, because they know it's hard to meet dudes. And then once summer comes around, okay, hot girl summertime, time to fuck around. And very few girls are in it for the long run, and they're like, no, I want to build with this guy. I want to create a life. Like, we can make each other better. Like, it's so rare to find that. If not impossible, because society is structured in a way nowadays where they're encouraged just to fuck around, you know, and have fun, and family isn't really on their mind anymore, so it's kind of fucked.
So if you did find a girl where it like, oh, you guys raise each other vibration,
Yeah.
what would you go for that?
If I did, but I haven't to this day. Like, a lot of girls say they're about that, but they're not. And you find out months later that they're full of shit. And they're contradicting themselves, and they're hypocrites. And even though they said, like, oh yeah, I'm really loyal, and I just want a good man, and that's all I care about is building a family, and we make each other better, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I read. A lot of girls tell you what you want to hear to sound good and sound nice, but their actions do the opposite. So you always got to watch their actions. Fuck their words. Never take them at face value. What their actions are is exactly what they're about, and you always got to look at the actions. So I've been disappointed too much. I don't really believe it's possible. That's just me. But if you guys believe it's possible and you want a girlfriend, I'm definitely here to help.
I agree with you. I know that I put these girls on at least a year probation,
Yeah, exactly.
because you know how people, when you first start a job,
Yeah.
they put you on like a 6-month probation.
Yeah, they see how you perform, and then, you know, if you perform well, then okay, you're an official employee, you're an official girlfriend. But we're gonna feel it out for a year, and if I still like you and there's no bullshit, then, like, I fully agree with that. Okay, so don't let her meet your family, don't move in with her, you know, don't take anything serious until like after a year, hell, even longer than that. You gotta be cautious, man. This is your life, okay? This is your life you're dealing with, and that's gonna affect your life so much, your partner.
Most definitely, especially if you're trying to create a life of substance. You can't just have lower vibration around you.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't deal with the petty fights. Let's say you're trying to grind and work like fucking 8 hours a day, and she's like, you don't see me enough. You don't buy enough things for me. My fucking Cartier bracelet could be more expensive. Jessica has her boyfriend buying her a better Cartier bracelet, and just all this petty bullshit you don't fucking need when you're grinding and you're trying to work, okay? And they just hit you with that, and it emotionally fucks you. And then when you're depressed and she's out clubbing with her girls and you're wondering what she's doing, you can't work properly. You can't do anything. You're a mess. You don't need that in your life, man. I've learned from firsthand experience. Fuck that shit.
Most definitely, life is too short to have that drama, especially when you're trying to be about your business and trying to grow as a person.
100%.
You can't have trying to grow about drama. That you don't need that shit in your life.
Exactly. It's so unnecessary. It wastes your time, you know? You're only in your 20s for so long. So are you gonna waste it with some waste case bitch who's just like a bunch of the other girls out here, you know, who's not special? Are you gonna waste your time? Or are you gonna build something that lasts and fucking makes your future way better? You gotta ask yourself.
Well, if she is building your future, they say iron sharpens iron. So that's why I do put them on a 1-year probation.
Yeah.
So that way you know cause people are good at hiding their who they are for like a year.
They're good at putting on a fake face for a long ass time, for months, for 6 months. I thought like one girl was a specific way and that she was ride or die and she's not going anywhere. And then slowly, the red flags come out and I realized, no, she's just a basic bitch who's just here to fuck guys and waste my time and cheat on me and use me for money, and just like all the others. Even though she tells you, I'm not like other girls. It's fucking bullshit. People like are so good at manipulation, especially women. Okay, they're the better manipulative.
Why do you think women put on makeup and face their pain like Vincent Van Gogh for 10 hours?
Exactly. You know, they're literally hiding their face physically, and you can tell they're hiding their face from a social standpoint, from a relationship standpoint. It's like a metaphor, straight up.
Why the hell they paint their face like Picasso, some of these girls, for 25 hours?
Yeah, and then you get the wipes and you take off the eyebrows and you realize, oh shit, she doesn't have eyebrows. What? These lips aren't that red. What? Oh shit! Like, oh, she's kind of beat. What? Like, it's funny, straight up. Like, they can be very deceptive. Okay, the makeup looks sexy. I'm not gonna lie, but they're not what you think they are.
You take off the makeup, you're like, I thought you were a Jennifer. You're a George.
Exactly. You're a Becky. You're not a fucking Samantha. What the fuck? You're not an Alexis. You're fucking whatever. Exactly. So you have to be aware of deception and like fake fucks trying to manipulate you and bullshit you, because time is money.
Let me just do a quick commercial, man. If you guys like these shoes, man, cop these shoes at KeyEpic.ca. Cop these shoes. Gold shoes, man. KeyEpic.ca.
Attention from hoes. They're gonna see it a mile away. Look at that fucking shine.
Man, these shoes, man. When they see that you're a baller, right?
Yeah.
They look at the shoes. They're like, oh, that shit got shit on him. That guy got shit on him. Exactly. Let me go holler at him. They give you the glance. Cop the shoes. KeyEpic.ca.
Literally looks like gold.
Free shipping to US and Canada. Alright, man, back to my questions. Cause that was just a quick promo, because I'm not even fucking, I don't even care about the YouTube ads. I'm just having fun, man. I do this shit for fun. But yeah, if you guys want to cop it, man, free shipping Canada and US. These shoes are only $99.99.
I want
free shipping.
That's sick.
Yo, my question, what do you think the definition of a simp is in your... Yeah. Everybody's saying simp these days. What's your definition of a simp?
Well, more guys are becoming a simp nowadays. I believe a simp is somebody who bows down and caters to women. You know what I mean? Who changes their morals to suit that of the woman. Like, oh yeah, I totally agree. Oh my god, yeah. No, I am a liberal. Or like, you know, Hillary Clinton is the best. Or like bullshitting, you know, and catering to them and fucking like white knighting, essentially. You know what I mean? Those guys who go up to you know, somebody gaming and being like, hey bro, you're harassing her, honestly. Like that's my definition of a simp. Or people who fucking, I guess, pay for sex regularly and don't make an effort to game. You can pay for escorts, but also get bitches without money. Okay, that's my moral code. You know, these OnlyFans chicks who have like armies of men just being like, you're so beautiful today, oh my god, oh you're so sexy, oh, you know, please message me, Bob's and Vagine. It's depressing because it's getting worse. It's getting worse in society.
So you're saying basically a simp is some guy who don't got game and fucking
Exactly.
disgusting and creeping out women and
Who don't
shit
got
like
game, is weak and pathetic, and doesn't have a backbone, can't set boundaries, can't stand up for himself, lets anything slide just because she's hot and he wants that pussy, and will do anything, just to fucking...
Just you talking about simps make my face cringe the way you're saying this.
I know, they'll fucking sell their grandma if it means they can get laid, just a little taste of pussy, you know what I mean? It's horrible. So, don't be a fucking simp, you know? You're better than that. These females are not worth it. Okay, put yourself first. You are the man. You're a fucking badass. You're a boss. You're a slayer. Never forget that.
Okay, now I want you to tell him what's the opposite. What do you think a high value male is? And how do you show that you're high value?
A high value male is somebody who doesn't get affected by anything, okay? So, like, you know, anybody shit-talking him, anybody disagreeing with his lifestyle, anybody telling him, you should do this, you should do this, oh, sweetie, you should go back to school, no, why don't you get a real job? Like, he just doesn't give a fuck. He's on his purpose. He doesn't listen to the bullshit, okay? He's not influenced by society, but he's the one influencing, all right? That is somebody who is a fucking badass, who's a man on his purpose, who's a true slayer, the opposite of a simp, okay? Somebody who, you know, will tell a girl to fuck off and call her out on her bullshit, or not bow down to, you know, her attempts at getting him to chase. No, you chase me. I am value. I am the prize, not you, okay?
That goes back to what we said earlier. Don't pedestalize a warm hole like that. It really does not got no value. It does not add to your life. Every girl has that. It really does not. And to think about it, how you said about those guys who are paying for escort.
Yeah.
The price of pussy has plummeted to $50. There's this thing called Backpage and Leo List. And like, think about...
It's depreciating.
If you think about it, right? And a lot of these simps, they're spending time, energy, money, and what do they get out of it?
Exactly.
They ain't getting shit out of it but a warm whore.
And the girl's not even down. They think these attempts at trying to get her are gonna work. You know what I mean? Like fucking kissing her ass and sucking up to her. That's gonna make her pussy so dry. You're not even gonna have it. Like, that is the fucking... That's that fucking paradox.
This ain't what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Imagine having that time, energy, and money spent on you.
Yeah.
And growing yourself. How many girls are gonna chase you?
Yeah, like you pay $250 for a hooker for an hour, and then you get, like, let's say 20 hookers throughout your life. That's like what, $5,000? You can invest $5,000 into a business, a startup, and grow that into millions. Or you can chase that pussy that's just very fleeting pleasure. It's very temporary, right now pleasure. You know what I mean? It's not worth. It's a wet hole that you're just like, eh. You can do that at home. You can get a sponge. You can wet it, make it like really moist, put it in a cup, and it's the same thing, bro. I'm just trolling, but like, you know, you get my point. It's just a wet, warm hole that you're forking over your life savings for. And it's stupid.
I love how you said that, and now a lot of these guys are probably gonna attempt it.
That's fucking weird.
They're probably gonna attempt it.
I mean, dude, if whatever gets you, you know, through the day, man. If you got a nut, you got a nut. It is what it is.
You're joking, man. I often question these guys. Want to know? My question to you is, what's the quickest way to find out she's interested?
That she's interested?
Yeah.
Well, like, you look out for the IOIs, okay? If she's with her friends in a group or whatever, and then she just keeps looking at you, that probably means, come talk to me. Girls aren't gonna go and approach you, all right? They're not like the confident sex. You know what I mean? They're not gonna just go out and be like, hey, you're cute, can I get your number? You gotta take initiative. All right, so you gotta look for the signs. You gotta see her body language. Is she facing you? You know, is she playing with her hair when she talks to you and like pushing it back, trying to look all appealing and nice? Is she like shy around you, like a little girl, and like blushing and like, you know, insecure a little bit? You know, if she is like shy and insecure and kind of like self-conscious, like, oh, what does he think of me? Like, you get that vibe off her, then she's probably down for you. You know what I mean?
If you get those vibes, what's the first thing you do?
Don't be a little bitch and just fucking approach. Don't think about what you have to say. Just go ahead and say it, and be congruent in your thoughts, your words, and your actions. All right? So don't try to be something you're not. Don't try to put on like an alpha persona, like, hey girl, what's up? Just be like, hey, what's up? I thought you're cute. Are you single, by the way? Like, I just got a number earlier today, just by being congruent with who I am. And it's like, take it or leave it.
I've seen that. We both nudged you.
Exactly.
We both nudged you. We're like, yo, that girl's fucking checking you out for miles
like,
away.
Fuck it. Like, I see the IOIs. I noticed it. You know, that's kind of my type, low key. I like redheads. I did it. I got the number. And show no fear. You know, just be fully confident with who you are. This is who I am. Take it or leave it. I don't give a fuck.
I love redheads too, but you never know. The curtains don't match the drapes, and they never do.
They might be a fucking fake redhead, okay? They might be a fucking brunette under there, bullshitting you. Again, that comes to looking for a girl who's honest. She dyes her hair and she's not really a redhead. Fuck that shit.
What are a couple of secrets you think women do not want you to know as men? Couple of secrets you think they do not want you to know?
That they love to fuck. You know, that they love to have one-night stands, that they love to smash in washroom stalls, that they love to impulsively get railed by a guy and his friends, all of them. You know what I mean? Like 3-4 friends. She loves that. And she's kind of low-key fantasizing about that. She probably likes BBC. She likes anal. She likes being a slut. And if the simps find that out, and society finds that out, they're going to freak out. Like, oh my God, what is this? Women are sexual. Ah! And like, she can't have that. She has to put on this persona like, oh no, I've only slept with like 4 guys. Meanwhile, it's like 17 or like 30 or 70 or like, you know, like it's not uncommon that I've met girls who they actually reveal their true number and it's like over 100 and they're 20 years old. Okay.
Meanwhile, they used to have pussy lips, but now they have full-fledged flapping curtains.
Exactly. They use that as like a parachute. You can, you know, when you jump off the mountain and you have that like that squirrel uniform thing, like they could use their lips. I'm a little lit
We're
right
just joking around, man.
Okay.
I'm aesthetic, I'm joking around.
I'm just kidding.
You're 100% right,
I'm
though.
not slut-shaming at all. I love women who fuck. That's my favorite thing.
I do too, man. I was just playing around. But, yo, some of these girls, you got to be careful is what I'm saying. They got mouths on them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And those are the ones you got to be wary of because if they love to fuck, they love to cheat, most likely. They are impulsive and they just like to have one-night stands with random dudes they meet on the street. It's just like, I've done it so many times that I know it's so common. And most people don't see that side of the curtain. They don't see the reality.
And those are the secrets that they don't want you to know. I appreciate you for letting them know.
It's the truth, sadly. But like, you know, it is what it is. You can accept it or you can be depressed over it.
You were saying about women, they cheat. Do you think men should trust women?
Not fully. Well, you shouldn't trust anybody fully, in my opinion. Okay, you should always be cautious and realize you could get fucked over. But yeah, I don't think humans are monogamous. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think they are. I don't think it's realistic to find somebody that's gonna love you forever and be committed only to you and never for decades have sex with somebody else because like they have so many opportunities. They get hit up on Instagram, in person, nonstop, like, you know, at the club with their girls, at the coffee shop, at the grocery store. The odds of her not fucking somebody 40 years, 50 years with you, I mean, unless you're cool with that and you're fine with her going and fucking somebody, I don't think you should necessarily trust that she's gonna be loyal to you. In that aspect, yeah.
I get exactly what you're saying. It's a bit hot, so I had to take off my fucking jacket.
Yeah, it's hot as fuck out here.
It's about to get fall, but like it's, you never know when it's the transition.
Yeah, it's nice. A lot of girls have it.
Would you or should you ever take your ex back if you had a choice? And you don't have to say one certain ex, it could be whatever.
Absolutely fucking not. If that was the girl you're meant to be with, then you would have never broke up in the first place. It would have been a stable relationship the whole time. There would be no fucking break. And a lot of girls, they want to take breaks. Let's go on a break. I think we need a break. Break. You know what break means? Like, you know, 3 guys and then, okay, honey, I think we should try things out again and like work it out. You know, I've done a lot of soul searching. And I figured out you're the one and I love you and let's work on this relationship. A break is an excuse to go cheat. That's fucking cheating. I don't care. If she ever says break, leave. If she ever says you need a break, fucking leave. No questions asked. It's literally, break is code for I want to go fuck guys, have fun, and then come back to you and give you the seconds. It's the truth. I've experienced it firsthand.
And my question to you is, have you say you experienced it firsthand, so my other question was, have you ever took an ex back?
Yeah. When I was young and stupid, 18 years old, 19, even 20, 21, the pussy was so good, and I found them so attractive that it just lured me back in and sucked me back in like a fucking black hole, okay? I mean, there's some girls where even to this day, I'm just like, God damn, that was so good. And like, I was stupid. So my reptilian brain, my primal instincts override my logical brain and my ability to think logically, and you know, I fucking fucked up. I went back to the good pussy, and I ruined my life more. Don't do it.
I see what you're saying. Man, any ideas for a good Tinder bio?
Something funny and relatable, something that's trendy, okay, and that relates to current society. You know what I mean? Like, why don't we get entangled or something? Reference to the Will Smith situation. Like something that she goes like, haha. Like she looks at it and she just like,
if you ever had a son,
yeah.
how would you raise him so he doesn't become a simp mangina?
Right when he's like 2 years old, he's gonna start talking to girls, okay? So I'm gonna make sure
comes out of the pussy and gets right back into the pussy.
Actually, honestly, yeah, right out the once we cut the umbilical cord, he's going straight to getting pussy. All right, I'm just kidding. That's kind of fucked.
I was playing. Alright, tell me seriously.
Yeah,
how would you?
Like, I'll keep him socialized with girls like all the time. Okay, I'll always boost his self-esteem. So never yell at him. Always praise him. Like, oh my God, you're so good, Jimmy. Oh my God, you're doing a great job, Jimmy. Yes, yes, you're the man. You're the shit, Jimmy. Yeah, 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 you're the king. Okay, and then he'll grow up without a sense of insecurity, all right? Because when people put insecurity in you at a young age, like when you're in school, like teachers shame you or some shit, or your parents yell at you, you grow up insecure. That just sticks with you from childhood till the rest of your life, and it affects you, all right? But if you're always praised, always told you're doing a great job, you're the shit, you're the man, you can do anything, then your kid will probably grow up the fucking boss. Like, that's my theory. I mean, I don't know. I've never had kids, but like, if I were to do it, that's how I would do it.
So you'd be honest with your kid, like if something's bad, you're gonna tell him it's bad so he mans up.
Yeah, and like never lie to him either. You know, never bullshit him and tell him like these fake, or these comforting lies that society tells everybody. All right, Santa Claus ain't real. The Easter Bunny's not real. We're gonna be very straight up and logical. Okay, we're still gonna celebrate Christmas. You get gifts, whatever, but like you gotta see reality for what it is. Okay, I don't believe in like lying. I mean, most of the time. But like ideally you shouldn't like lie to your kids. They should know how the world really is all the time, right away, you know? Maybe not the most fucked up shit right off the bat, but like, yeah, just be completely honest and transparent and teach them the red pill shit and the things they need to know in a very digestible way and not too fucking crazy and in their face.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. My friend, I want to ask you, what are your tips for Tinder Game?
Tinder Game, you need sick photos, okay? Really well edited, high quality, dope ass background. Alright, you gotta be looking cool, like you're not even paying attention, like, oh, the camera's accidentally there. Ideally, I have a face where I'm like pissed off, almost like just like, sup fam? So, like squinting, okay? Sucking your cheeks a bit, show that jawline, and then editing, alright? Fucking contrast, exposure, all that shit, brightness. You make it perfect, or have an editor do it for you. Hire a cameraman, like Kyle in our packages, you know, take our boot camp. And
the description is below. You guys could check out their boot camp.
Witty bio
in Toronto, or they could tour around anywhere if you guys message them.
What kind of boot camp you get. But also you need your bio to have your Instagram, okay? You funnel them from the Instagram, or from the Tinder to the Instagram. They see your Instagram's dope as shit. You make it like your local celebrity. Cool highlights of you doing funny shit with girls and crazy shit. Dope ass pictures. Profile picture is on point. Alright? The bio's nice. You can say you're like, up and coming rapper, comedian, fucking entrepreneur, whatever. Show that off in the best light possible. And, they'll see, oh my God, he is cool. Wow. Like, you're just showing value, showing value, showing value. Social proof. That's the key word, social proof. You need more social proof. But yeah, and then from there you get her number, and ideally you get her out. That's my secret to Tinder. That's kind of how I implemented it. You can learn more by checking out the packages.
Alright, if you guys want to learn more, you guys can check him out. Links in the description below. And you can also check out his channel. Click right here, that fucking card.
Dora seduction.
I just wanted to say thank you again for coming out, man, doing your thing. I appreciate you.
Thanks for having me, bro.
And if you guys want to check out my other podcasts, are every Wednesday. Click here to subscribe. Much love. See the other podcast with Linnell. Last podcast was with legendary stand-up comedian Sinbad. Check that out. Much love. I'm out. Peace.
Hey, nice.
Sinbad? Yeah, I didn't want to Sinbad.